Got some good work in today. Obviously, practice 11 days off. They had spring break last week. Start off a little sloppy with some false starts and that kind of thing, which I thought we would get overall. But the intensity, guys are having fun. No fights today, Jerry. But they're competing, and that's what I love. I just love that they come out and compete every day. Offense did a nice job running the football today, so we'll let you talk to Izzy. He did a great job running, him and Rodney. Vince has done a nice job. You haven't seen a run game look like that for a couple of years. I think you guys will eventually be impressed there. Defense, we got to do a better job stopping the run. We're seeing more run game than we have in the last 3 years. So it's really good work for our defense to become tougher and better against the run, which usually we're good against the run. So, but overall, just happy with where we are practice 4. Questions?
Are the coaches putting a little more emphasis on the run game this year than maybe in previous springs?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you don't have Kenny Pickett back there. Obviously, and in making the hire, I thought run game's going to be more important. I think maybe the last hire, pass game is going to be more important when you lose, Alston, you lost Quadri Olson, you lost Darren Hall, you lost a lot of your run game and your offensive lineman. So I knew passing game would be important. And I think, run game is going to be more important for us this year. You guys have seen a run game a little bit. But it's got to get better, like we've tried to get every year for the last 3 years.
Pat, how do you balance that though? When you got Jordan coming back, you're excited about Keaton, you got Gavin, you have so many weapons. That's
right.
A tough thing to, put in check.
We got Izzy, and so we're going to spread it out. Jordan Ass is going to get the ball, okay, and as well as some other guys out there. We've got some weapons all over the place, but I think that's going to make a defense go, what am I doing? It's not going to be one-dimensional. We want to be two-dimensional. I think you always want to be that way. It'll open up more big passes in the pass game.
When you look back at last season, in what areas do you feel like Izzy grew the most?
I think all around is a total back, really. I mean, it's not just pass protection, which obviously pass protection got better. That's one that you can really see. But he ran the ball well, and he made plays when he got an opportunity. Just going back to the championship game with that jump cut he made. So, I mean, just his vision, I think, overall has been a lot better.
Are there things he needs to do to protect himself a little more? It seemed like he got banged up.
Who's that?
Izzy.
Yeah, I mean, he scored a touchdown down here in what we call a red zone lockout period that, was physical, and he didn't have a problem. So, we'll look into that. But, you really don't talk about, contact. I think some things are weird. You get hit a weird way. So, we hope that's not an issue.
And how much does having an intact offensive line back help with that run game too?
Well, it helps. I mean, everything helps. I mean, it's we've got some weapons on offense, I think, and again, when you can be two-dimensional, you got an offensive line that can not only protect the quarterback but also, generate a run game. Then, the offensive line's critical. It's never just one guy. It's never just a tailback, and those tailbacks will tell you that.
Pat, the last couple of years, you've talked about how certain running backs have needed to grow into certain things. Like 2 years ago, you told us how Vincent Davis was growing into pass protection. Last year, that was Izzy. Now you got those two guys back and Rodney back. How have you seen them approaching the entire role of being a running back on your team that involves all the different responsibilities?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, every position can speak the same for. I mean, and again, running backs. I mean, again, they're learning, half of a new offense. I mean, there's a lot of things that we're doing that's the same, but there's still other stuff that's brand new that they're learning. So I think they've done, they've all been mature in approaching the game and getting in extra work and getting in extra tape and getting in extra work if they need to. You can see practice is over here. There's guys down there catching the ball. It looks like running backs down. I mean, guys are getting extra work in even after practice is over. So they're all working on the game.
Talk sometimes about a freshman wall. Do you feel like Rodney ever hit that last year?
I really don't. Not for what you would guess. No, Rodney just kept grinding it out. He was pretty strong as far as just not hitting that freshman wall for sure. I would say he's one of the better ones.
Has Nick shown any effects from the injury? How's his progress?
No, Nick looks great. I mean, we're not hitting him, so but his progress is good. I mean, you would think there's nothing wrong. He's got enough screws in that collarbone right now that he's healthy. But we don't want to test that either with the contact.
You can't walk through a metal detector.
Oh no, he's got to have a special pass.
What have you seen out of guys behind Gavin in the tight end?
Jake Renda has gotten bigger. Cole Mitchell, Kai is about 75 to 80% right now. We could let him go, but we haven't. And Kmar's done a nice job as well. So it's a continual evaluation. But we'd like to play some 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 3 tight end sets, as well as our 4 wideouts. So we're just going to mix it up. Good to see Kenny Pickett here today. It was great to see Kenny Pickett here. I saw him yesterday. He was in. He'll be here all week getting ready for pro day. We're throwing with the receivers in the evening here. Just getting timed up and ready to roll. Lucas Crawl was here as well. I know DeMartin was out here today as well. So they're all starting to stroll back, which is good to see them out here practice.
How are your linebackers shaping up?
It's a work in progress. It's not going to happen. We're not going to click our fingers and let them happen. But we'll watch the tape. But there were some good things last Friday or 11 days ago, Friday, whatever it is. But it's a work in progress. It's not where we want it to be right now. I can tell you that. And we'll just keep getting better.
When you got guys like Kenny, DeMar, and everyone that's looking to make their way into the NFL, when they come back here, do you guys set up any opportunities to talk to like stars like Aaron and other guys that you guys have had make impact in the NFL?
Yeah, I mean we had those guys come back and they're around our kids all day. They're in the weight room. They're going to be with them post practice. Our kids are around those guys all day. So it's good to have them come back. It's good they want to come back too. That's the culture I think we're building.
Who have been some of the early enrollees that have really stuck out to you?
Nate has been really good at wide out. He shows that he's going to be playing for us. Early enrollee Slopes has done a nice job as well. You guys will eventually get a chance to watch him, and you guys see him in pre-practice. Early enrollee Shane Simon's been, Shane's going to play a lot of football for us. Happy with where he is. Again, he's learning a whole new defense for him. Early enrollees. I'm going to miss somebody. You might throw some names at me. But all of them have been pretty impressive. Addison Copeland's a work in progress, just learning. The guy that made some nice plays out here is, again, Rylan Gandy as well. I noticed him at corner, just playing with good technique. And, for a freshman, if he doesn't hit the wall, he's going to find himself on the field. Anybody else? The other guy is Pope. Marquand is doing a nice job as well, getting a lot of reps. And a guy that we love his athletic ability right now. We love his ability to pick up the defense, and he's a good learner. He's smart. Again, I probably missed a couple, but